Hi Gele, so today we're going to be looking at how to make this Autogele like turban in our money making series. Yeah, so I actually got these pieces of material from a seamstress or tailor. You guys haven't answered me what you want me to be calling you. Okay, so I got that piece to make a turban for her, and this I cut out. These are the pieces that I cut out. You know what I do is when I see a material, I look at what I can do, to make it stand out. So I cut out those pieces from it. Then I cut out strips to make roses. I cut plenty out, but if you see finally when we get to the end, you would see I didn't use all of them, and you will know the measurements or that I used to make the rose finally that I did use, because I'm making it on the go. Okay, then the next thing I did was I took poly, and behind it I sewed okay, the front is the shining poly, the back is the thick poly. Okay, then I've made the turban here with the shining poly. So now what I want to do is sew it up like so, close it up. I noticed that if I knew that it was going to be like this, I could have actually sewed the foam pulley inside, you understand, and both sides to be covered up with the shining pulley. But nevertheless, I talked about, so what can I do? And I came up with that idea to close it up like so. So I've sewn it all round, and the next thing I'm going to do is pleat it, as in top pleating, or what is it called, like as if you're making a fan. So that's what I did. Okay, so keep watching and learning. I'm making a fan. Yeah, okay. Then I used rubber band to hold it so I could use my needle and thread to sew it. Now, sorry about that, I didn't give you the list of items I used. Remember, this is on the go. Most times when I'm doing all this money making series and I'm making out of pieces of material given to me by seamstress or tailor, it's kind of like on the go. I just think on the go on what design to make, because I'm not giving any design anyway. Okay, so now I'm going to sew it like so, and you might not be able to take all at once. So what I did was step by step. So keep watching and learning. Take note, I sewed it all through the length, okay? So if you notice, on one side we're taking it back the same way, and the next one, which is this, we're giving it a gap, because that part will put underneath the turban so it won't be seen, but the part seen, you need to take it same side. Okay, so that's the base of our turban that is already ready with the handle. And this plate, what we're going to do is I just checked now to see the half where it's the midpoint, okay? And I'm going to put the part that is sewn. This part would be the part that is on the base, as I told you before. So I'm checking the midpoint like so, and I'm going to start sewing that on the midpoint also of the turban. Keep watching and learning. Oh yes, aside sewing it on the midpoint of the turban, I'm just sewing it just before the band begins of the turban. So you see the band, and after the band immediately the top pleat begins. Alright, so keep watching and learning. Okay, I'm done with that. Now I want to attach the hand to the pleats. Okay, so I'm going to open it like so, and then tuck the tip inward. I'm doing it on a dummy to know the length, do you understand, to know if I need to cut out some pieces. But what I actually used for the handle was 5 by 7 inches. And finally I still cut out a little part because the pleat wasn't that long to go that far. So I'm going to do this all the way around and on both sides. So here's the rows that I've made. I want to show you the measurement. Remember I told you I cut them differently now. That's 1.5 inch by 9. So I cut out, I think that was about 6 that I used. All of them 1.5 by 9 inch, and this is the rows that I made. So if you don't know how to make the rows, you need to also join me in the Vencraft Academy and ask for brooch class 2. Okay, and this is the final. I am not the final. This is how it comes out after I have joined them all, like so, and you can push in that part. That part is done like that so that if you are wearing a weave on or braids, it can take in that part and shoot out, but if not, you tuck it in like so. So now let us accessorize it more like how you see it in the picture. Okay, so that's how I took the roses, and I just took it on one side and I sewed it to the edge like so. Now I like sewing, as I've told you before, because it makes sure that what you have there stays for life, so to speak, doesn't get weak if you use glue. So I sew if I have the opportunity to sew. If it's possible to sew, I sew. So this is the way you sew it. So I'm going to sew all of them. Now I'm showing you how I did it so we can jump to the next step. Okay, so I've sewn all my roses at that corner. So the next thing I did was took the little pieces that I cut. I cut out some flower pieces from the sequence. They were so beautiful. And I just used it to accessorize the top part of the turban. If you notice, the needle and thread gave some dents in the top part, and that's what actually gave me the idea, oh, I could use this and cover it up and at the same time form a design. So that's what I did all the way around, and then we got this. If you enjoyed this video, please do give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of our money making series, I'd advise you to click that subscribe button and the bell so you get notified of our upcoming trainings. Till we meet next time, please check out this other money making series video there. So till we meet next time, it's goodbye, God bless.